At long last, the summer is ending. We just had the end to the Reading Festival. So after a long, long time, the gloomy rainy day feels like a good day. This is how bad the summer was here. Hello, this is me, and this is in Reading, Berkshire. Hi, Aisha. So we are Reading, Berkshire in the UK. Where are you watching from? No, it's in the United Kingdom. Well, in England. So if it were in the US, I would be driving on the other side of the road actually. It's the only way we can differentiate. Because there are not many countries in the world that drive on this side that I'm driving on. So some colonies of the British, previous colonies, former colonies, they have still kept it, driving on the same side. Funny enough, within Europe there were some countries that drove on this same side, but then overnight, I think one of the countries decided that they now wanted to drive on the other side, where the rest of the Europe drove, and they changed it overnight, and everything literally changed. So that's Minnesota, alright. So which part of the US does Minnesota come in? Is it like east, north, west, south, or center? Midwest. So Midwest. Right. No, it was. I think it was Sweden, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm talking about Europe. That's how they changed the driving side overnight. I think in 70s. But yeah, other than that, I think apart from the UK, Australia and New Zealand drive on the same side because they were also the colonies, and then subcontinent in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, all these were the colonies as well. So they also drive on the left side. Yeah, we had this rain after a long time. We had a very long summer. These British Isles are not really ideal for summers. If there are a few hot days, it feels like we are in hell. And even the buildings are built in such a way that they actually conserve the heat. They don't let heat go. So if it's a bit hot, then you're out of luck because it's gonna stay very hot within the households. Yeah, outside it's fine. Oh, I bet you weren't. You would wish otherwise. The economy is in tatters. So literally, it's like everything is wrong with Britain at the moment. Since people voted to leave the European Union, everything has kind of crumbled. A lot of businesses left this part of the world because they could not sit here to basically cater 70 million people in comparison with 500 million in the whole of the EU. I don't know what the politicians were thinking at the time, but they haven't made a good thing out of it. They sold to people that the European Union was taking control of the laws of the UK, which is not true actually. Yes, they had certain common laws, like work-related rights of people and all that stuff. But mostly, I think things were alright. And a lot of businesses were still sitting within the UK. I think this is a thing with not even with towns, but even with villages. You will always find there will be one bit of affluent side. Yes. So Reading is actually the IT hub of the country. So you mostly would find certain localities with bigger immigrant populations, and they are generally far better paid than local populations because their skills are far superior. So yes, in Reading there are some places. Well, they may not be called Reading, but they are just the outskirts of Reading. So literally a couple of miles from where I'm driving at the moment, there's a place called Sonning. That's where what's the name of that Hollywood actor? Yeah, George Clooney. I think he's got a big mansion there. So automatically, wherever the celebrities move, the property prices just go crazy. Yeah, I mean, most of the people that went to the US, most of the people based in the US nowadays, they are either Irish descent or they are British. And otherwise, yeah, a lot of Europeans as well. So yes, in that regard, yes, we all are. It's a place called Sonning, and it's just in the outskirts of Reading town. It's by the River Thames. The River Thames, the famous Thames River that passes through London, just goes from this side. So I think it's like a 10-minute walk from my house. So we can say that, yeah, we utilize Thames before London does. And funny enough, water here of the river is far more clear, I would say, in comparison with London. Oh, thank you so much. Britain in comparison with the US is a very teeny tiny place actually. So if one has to go somewhere, it's like within hours of drive, not of flights. And it's all the same time zone. Even Ireland is in the same time zone. So yeah, it's a very, very small place. And when one thinks that, you know, this little island ruled at least a quarter of the world at one point, when they had, at the time it was said that sun never sets on the British Empire. And when we come here and see this place, it's not that, attractive anymore. People who are looking for better opportunities, they go away. But still remains the sixth biggest economy in the world. Yeah, it is generally pretty green all around. And I'm in the southern part of England, so it's expected to be the least of the green areas. We go up north and it's far better. It's more natural in the north, but there is more poverty in north. Oh, you must visit. I think visiting England is a great idea. Also, sometimes one learns that some places are good to visit, but not that great to live in. To give you an example, I used to live on a small island, which is the southernmost part of Britain. It's called the Isle of Wight. And because I worked there like a decade ago, so things were good for me because I was busy throughout the day. But it was very hard time for my wife because she struggled to just find something to stay busy there. It's a teeny tiny place. It's beautiful. It's very good to visit, but not great to actually live in. could not come off the island without taking a ferry, and it was always very, very expensive. Yes, I have. I've been working in the National Health Service in this country for more than a decade, and yes, I have managed to work in the countryside as well. Even travel around. Wales is a beautiful place, so if you ever plan to visit the UK and you think that you should go to Ireland as well, probably going to Wales will be the same as going to Ireland because the terrain is very similar. They are just opposite each other. There's like 80-mile stretch of water in between the Irish Sea. But yeah, I have worked in south, in west, in north. I've been all around, and it's been actually a good experience working. If you're working, then it's good. Otherwise, this is very kind of expensive place to be in. Oh, she has done a lot. She was vlogging long time ago when vlogging was not even in, and she did a lot of fashion vlogging and vlogging. She even used to attend that dance festival in France as well. So yeah, she kept herself busy with it. She has a finance background otherwise. Oh no, I wasn't born here. Can't you make out from my accent that I'm not a local? I don't have any posh touch to my accent. So you were talking about countryside. I'm actually going into a reasonably smaller locality to work. So you'll see that there probably will be, even around the smaller roads, there's plenty green belts. So this small village is called Binfield. So a lot of times we think of villages as villages of the old times. They are there as well. They are in more peripheral areas. I'm literally 40 miles from the city of London, so I'm not very far from London. You can see it doesn't look like a village here. So I'm going to another village called Warfield. So probably during World War I or II, it would have been used as a field for the forces. So it's called Warfield. Or maybe before that, the older times of wars. So I've just passed through a small place called Binfield. That's because people went from here to the North America, so the way they built would be very similar. And also from weather point of view, I think weather is not very different. It's mostly wet weather, but this today's wet weather is actually after more than a month. We haven't had any proper rain. This is the first time we are having proper rains. I think more than a month actually. I think in June we had last, and we had a couple of days of good amount of rain. This place can't survive without rain. This greenery disappears within days if it doesn't rain up to a certain period. So I'm a health professional actually. If the region is hot, then one falls in love with rain. But when we come to places like this, and suddenly you notice that it's raining all the time, and then people are like, no, I don't want any more rain. So that's quite subjective when one says that I love rain, because I did love rain, I would say 15 years ago. When I first came to the UK, and literally I think within 15 days of that I had not seen sun over 15-day period, and I started feeling a little bit just like the weather being gloomy. It just affects your mood as well. I stopped enjoying that rain because it was raining all the time, and they say you can't trust weather in this country. Wherever you go, you have to go prepared for rain as well. Even if weather forecast doesn't suggest it. Just imagine that. So I originally come from a very hot place in South Asia, and my temperature today even in my hometown is in Celsius it would be around 35 degrees. 35 would mean 90 plus Fahrenheit, and in proper summers it touches 50, which is like nearly 120 Fahrenheit, which is massive. One can't even function in that temperature. So I must say that yes, when I came, I did love the rain in the first few days or weeks. And like today, I love it today because we haven't had it for so long. Yeah, it surely is pretty hot. Yes, actually, this is one very good thing about being in Britain. Wherever you go, you will have a little center, community center, village center, town center, city center, that will always have a library. Actually, as you mentioned that, I think I should, because I'm about to reach my workplace, I'll just drive slightly to one side and show you. There is actually a library not very far from my workplace. So yes, libraries. I think I'm still a member of so many different libraries. Wherever I went, I had the habit of getting a membership of the library. Some of the cards are still sitting with me. If I ever go in that town, I could just use it, because you just need to put in your card number details and you can borrow books. And yes, as we discussed it, I am just going that way to just show you that yes, we have the libraries. Can you see that board here? This is the library. It's a teeny tiny library actually. Most of the libraries are here as well, but I think that fun of reading a book from actually a book is the online things don't really match that. Yes, so this is the library. Yeah, so let me just see if this lady is opening this place. So I can go in there as well. No problem at all. Yeah, no, thank you for joining. As I'm just reaching work, so I'll be ending this little live chat as well. So thank you for joining. Thank you. It was lovely talking to you. All right, take care. Bye bye.